There we go.
Just a little bit. You got a little towel somewhere?
No. Don't worry about it. Here.
A napkin, something.
I don't know what that is.
Just a little bit.
Just leave it. We'll get it in a little bit. Oh, let's see. It's too much on your side. We'll get it this way.
Tearing shit up. Making a damn mess.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock already. Here we is. Man, we're going to try to get this visual down pat for you. You know, y'all know they could take 20 minutes, but
maybe 50.
Let's see, here we are. Let me wait till the delay is where I need it to be. 20 minutes. We'll listen to it. Oh, it's blurry again. Fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna bring it inside.
You don't have a camcorder?
What?
A camcorder. You hook a damn camcorder.
It looks like it's made with a camcorder. Right.
Camcorder is where it's at.
Yeah, that's what I heard. All right. Hopefully we get this together soon. All right, now, you know what? We're going to let it go. We're going to let it ride. Like BTO says.
That is
let
correct.
it ride. Well, I want you all to put your hands together and stomp your feet for Mr. Eddie Ford from the Self-Made Monsters here with me live. Hey, good to see you there.
Good to see you.
We got an announcement to make.
Yeah. If you don't dig this mess, you got the wrong address.
That's right. The new studio album from Self-Made Monsters, Feral.
New.
Well, it's been out on LP
For about 2 weeks.
for about 2 weeks now, but this is the CD version. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the only place online you can get the CD,
That is correct.
and that's at the Antiseen Store Big Cartel .com. Clinton, how about putting that link in the brink?
Yeah, slap that
Even if
link
it
up there.
stinks, no time to think. You got to give me that link. All right. I think James Brown's doing this podcast.
It should be.
Look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. Since I showed you this and you see Eddie right here, I'm going to get Eddie to sign 5 of these. He's going to sign 5 of them. So the first 5 people that purchase a copy of Feral on CD this evening or tomorrow, I know some of you on the West Coast are just now, seeing this probably a few hours from now. But go ahead and get one, and I think chances are good you get an Eddie signed one. But here we go. He's signing them right now.
It's like I'm signing my own art for some reason.
How is this for authenticate?
It's like suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash.
Man, I think this pin's crapping the bed
Yeah,
on me
man,
there.
it's a damn paint
I gotta
pen.
shake it.
Yeah.
Shake it.
Don't do it like Barry did. Barry put it on somebody's record and go. There you go.
Alright. Would you want to talk about this here record?
Yeah, man, forget that bit.
Yeah.
Reach up there and get a black Sharpie.
Yeah. I think that'll work just fine. Let me get. Oh, yeah, that's great.
There you go. Man, why do we even bother doing anything other than black Sharpie? Black Sharpie is where it's at.
I don't know, because look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. I'll re-sign them
Yeah,
later.
sign these over that crappy paint pen.
Now you got 2. Kind of like when I met Leslie West. He was such an asshole that he'd signed my poster once, and then he saw me talking to Corky Lang. So he's like, "Hey, kid, give me that poster." And I was just like, this guy's a dipshit. He don't even remember signing it 5 minutes ago.
Boy, he didn't like you talking to Corky Lane?
I guess he didn't, or he felt like he wasn't getting enough attention. But I was like, you know, after I got to hear Thriller in the middle of Nantucket Sleigh Ride, I was kind of done.
I hear you. Was he playing a Steinberger?
Yeah, he brought out the Limburger, Steinberger piece of crap guitar.
I hate those things.
I hate them too. And I just see Buck Dharma. Dharma. It's happening to me too. It's something in this room.
Buck Dharma.
Zooba-dooba-da.
Jeffrey's older.
But anyways, he came out and he was playing one of the Steinberger. It looked like a piece of cheese or something. But anyway, I kept waiting the whole time for his hand just to go flying off because there's no headstock there. Stupid. I hate those things. See, now Eric Bloom, he had an SG Gibson, the black, playing it through a Marshall stack. And guess what? It sounded great. Bucks, sounded like it was stuck in 1985.
No, really?
Yeah. But I mean, they were great.
Man, I've seen. I was at a show that Mountain was at, but I had to leave. It was Blue Cheer in Mountain.
Oh, was that when you saw him in the 80s?
Yeah. 90s, 91.
Oh,
It was a couple of days before Carrie was born.
So that was after the Beast is Back. Didn't you see him
Yeah,
then too?
yeah, it was after Beast is Back.
So you saw
I got
him
him
twice.
to sign my Beast is Back.
Okay, but did you see him twice or once?
I only seen him once.
Okay, I thought you. Okay.
That was 91. Yeah.
Because I saw them when they came back around in the 2000s.
Right.
But you missed Mountain.
Yeah, I never saw Mountain.
They did. They started out good. Never in my life. It was great. By the third song, it was downhill.
Did they play theme from the Imaginary Western?
I can't remember, but I know they did Nantucket Sleigh Ride, and it was all of a sudden in the middle of that you hear and I was like,
Because they think people want to hear that.
well, because there's some kind of correlation between Leslie and Eddie Van Halen, and Eddie Van Halen played on that.
Okay.
So I guess he figured people would put two and two together and think it was cool, but I thought it was terrible.
Huh?
But Corky Lane was great.
Nice.
He was kicking ass the whole night.
That's cool. Well, tell us a little bit about Feral, man. You guys crank out albums. It's like I call you this, and in a lovingly way, call you this. You're North Carolina's best kept secret.
Yeah, I know.
Because man, for years, you put out a debut. Did you put out a debut 7-inch?
We did the 7-inch first, and then we did another 7-inch, and then we did the
full
CD.
CD.
Then we did another CD, then another CD,
Mm-hmm.
and then.
But man, like in the past 10 years, though, y'all have been cranking them out.
Yeah. Well, see, it's funny you say that because
You got one in the can now, don't you?
we got one in the can now, and then we've got about 8 songs demoed up for the next one.
Now, I don't like to talk business on there, but what's going on with One Man Race?
It's whichever one you want to do first, either that live one or One Man Race reissue. Both of them are going to be easy because they're done. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, you just let me know.
Because the One Man Race.
Am I doing a cover?
If you want to, or I could scrounge up that old one, the original one that I wanted to use, and see what you think about it.
Okay.
It's orange and green. It's Frederick March, Mr. Hyde, but we made him look worse than he already does.
Let's look at it.
I'll find it. I got it on one of what do you call those sticks that you shove in a computer? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard tell of them, but I don't know.
I try to act like they don't exist. I do pretty good at that most of the time. But yeah, so when we did that one, so far, that's Mike's last album. So far.
Okay. You gonna go into that, Andy, or you just?
I will. Yeah, I'll go into that. But so that one, I did the artwork for it too because once I got over that hump with the Crow Magnificent, I was like, well, I'll just do this one too. So the next one, I'm going to do the artwork as well. Kind of make it like a trilogy kind of thing. I mean, not like their concept albums or anything, but just like same kind of color scheme.
Some consistency.
Yeah.
With those 3.
And then after that, who knows?
Which, by the way, I really liked. I really liked the covers of this one and the one before it.
Well, so you helped me out.
Magnificent.
You helped me out because remember it did look horrible right in there.
But that came out pretty good.
Well, I kept that the same. But those two cheekbones, remember I had them like so much crosshair or whatever going on, zinging, zanging. Man, you said, hey man, so I had to go back and repaint over that, and then I mixed a bunch of different paint up to get his teeth that color.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased with it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I'm proud to have it on my label. Self-Made Monsters, Feral, Long-Haired Weirdo Records, number 10.
Yeah.
That's 10. Now the next thing coming out is 009/LP. That's the Clayton and Wensil CD, going to be on LP, man.
Is that the first LP you've put out?
First LP, yes. Done some 7 inches. Done a lot of CDs. And I'm called Long-Haired Weirdo Records.
Yeah.
Well,
CDs or records are just smaller. They're a laser beam.
But
instead of a
I'll
needle.
tell you what, though, we Malcolm and I started up Death Train again.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't want to call it Death Train Music again and keep going with the same catalog numbers as the old stuff. Because we wouldn't even know what it is, to be honest with you. So we just called it Death Train Records, but there ain't going to be no records on it.
You can do that. Like, I think DC Comics, like The Creeper, those comics stopped, and then they started them back in the 70s, and it says issue 9, but then it says first fantastic issue. So it's like they just picked it back up where they had left off. Yeah.
So they restarted it and gave it a new catalog number.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to try to get you in here better, man. I want you to talk to the people. The punters want to know what you got going on.
The punters.
They know what I got going on. Which, by the way, well, let's talk a little bit more about the record. I got something to tell you about the record after you get done saying all you want to say. What you got to say, Pee-wee?
Oh, I mean, we put the picture of Howie in there. I know he passed away a few years ago, but I've met a lot of people in bands, became friends with some of them, but he was genuinely, I'm not going to say the nicest because there was a couple people, right? Mm-hmm. But him and Jesse from D-Generation were always top notch.
Yeah,
always.
You have to look really hard to find someone to say something negative about Howie Pyro. I've met him a few times. Mm-hmm. When Whiskey Rebel and I used to work the WFMU radio show, record shows. Mm-hmm. He was always there.
That's cool.
He was friends with Miriam and
Billy He's big into the Nortons deal. But see, because there was that time I went up there to see D-Generation in Philly. And I think I was, 19? And my girlfriend at the time was like 2 or 3 months shy of 18. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't let us in. It's Khyber Pass. So we went in there and talked to Howie and Jesse. And Jesse goes, I tell you what, they signed our records. I had 7 inches of stuff by that time. And they were like, I tell you what, because the Khyber Pass, you remember that, right? It was like a bunch of tape or something on that window, and that was, you could see, if you looked through cracks, you could see it. Jesse goes, wait until our encore, and I'm going to beat on that door, because there was a door beside it. And he goes,
door goes right to the street.
Exactly. He goes, I'm going to open that door, and y'all run in and run across stage, stand in front, and y'all at least get to see the encore. And I was like, okay. So we're watching it through the little, holes all in there, watching them, listening to them, because you could hear them pretty good. And then all of a sudden, we hear boom, boom, boom. That door slings up, and he goes, come on. We run across the stage, jump in front. You could see the bouncer's eyeballs. Like, where did they come from? Who are they? But I just thought that was really cool, that they would do stuff like that for 2 kids that drove from North Carolina.
I say, here you are. An old man now, you're still talking about that. That's the way bands. Cool. Yeah. That's the way bands need to treat their fans. Not treat them like they're an inconvenience.
Yeah, for sure.
And stuff, because people remember that too, and they won't be so driven to maybe wait in a line or pull out their wallet to lay something down for them when you treat them like they're a problem. Yeah, and not the reason you're still able to do what you do.
I went through, and I'm not naming names. I mean, I'll tell you afterwards. But I've ran into two people in particular that the first time I met both of them, they were just like that. They were great. By the next time I met them, they were complete stuck-up assholes for no reason at all. But instead of being that guy, I was like, oh, they can kiss blah blah blah, and going around talking shit about them. I was just like, that's cool. Everybody's human. Everybody has off days. Maybe they just, having a bad day. I don't know. Whatever. I still listen to both those guys' music.
All right.
Yeah, tell me later. See, we don't do that mudslinging here on
Break on through. Y'all know
I prefer to leave people unnamed when it's just a bunch of mudslinging. That's cheap heat.
what they say in the business.
Cheap heat.
I try not to do it.
Well,
and what's the? I think that's might be it. Let me look at.
what else you want to talk about?
He's got the pictures of my beautiful cats as us in there. That's about
You got
it.
anything to say about that or no?
No, I'm just not going to act like that don't even
I
exist.
hear you. I don't blame you either.
Because I went from absolutely loving it to now just whatever. Yeah.
But get this.
Get it.
Get it tonight. If you get it tonight,
If you're one of the first 5 people to order one from antiseenstore.bigcartel.com, you will get one signed by Eddie Ford. You saw him do it right here. That's all the, well, I ain't even trying to say that word again. That's all the, that's all the proof you need.
Hullabaloo.
I'm going to tell you something though, man. From the moment,
it wasn't like, as soon as I hit, what do you hit when you make a post? Post?
Yeah,
Post now?
send,
Send,
whatever.
whatever.
We'll go back to email days. Send.
As soon as I hit that post,
There's a knock on my door. It's the postman. Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Yeah.
Got a bag, man,
thousands.
of cards, postcards, and letters.
Yeah.
People going, Jeff Clayton, you got Eddie
Ford on your show
coming
up
up.
on Break On Through, man.
You got to tell us now. The Self-Made Monsters are a great, weirdo, psychedelic space rock band.
Uh-huh.
What is Eddie Ford's
favorite space rock band?
Well,
Now-
I got my list.
The people want to know. Man, give the people what they want.
You got to give the people what they want.
Go for what you know.
I usually do. Sometimes I go for what I don't know, and it might not be that good,
Yeah.
All right, so my top 10, which I've written down. Look at this beautiful handwriting right there.
Man, that looks like your damn CD.
I know. Worse, probably. That's pretty bad. All right, so we're gonna start off with some quick honorable mentions. One is Robert Calvert. He was a member of Hawkwind. I know he did a good many solo records, but Captain Lockheed is the one that I really listen to a lot. He wrote the songs of Ejection and Lord of the Hornets. I believe he wrote Lord of the Hornets. I'm not quite sure. But those are great songs. So honorable mention there. Because some of these guys, like he's an honorable mention. One of the other guys is in the top 10, but they were in a group. So, I just kind of... Twink. It's a funny name.
You're still an honorable mention.
Honorable mentions. He was a member of the Pretty Things, the Pink Fairies, but his solo record, I'm thinking, was it called Think Twink, I believe? Can't remember now, I'm having a brain fart. But anyways, it's great. It's got some space rock stuff on it. And one more honorable mention, Chrome. First 2 albums, fantastic. I haven't ventured past then. I've been stuck on those 2 albums for about 5 years now. So that was Helios Creed. Now there's another connection. He was also in one of Nick Turner's touring bands, of course.
Well, matter of fact, I took you to that show, didn't I?
Yeah, that's number 10. We get right into it. Okay. Number 10, Nick Turner. Was I working at Cheapo at that time?
I think that's when you were working there.
Because that guy that ran the what was that goth rave place, the Septic Tank.
That's a guy named
Devin Thompson.
Okay, it was him. That's right. Dave Norton told me that a couple days ago. He was the guy that put that on at Tremont. He was promoting it. Yeah, he brought in the flyers for it and everything.
Now that was the Tremont show. I didn't take you to the Milestone show?
No, I wasn't around at that point. Now, you saw him on the 94 Space Ritual tour. That's what you saw him on. That was with Sleep opening.
Oh, I was at this one too, wasn't
Yes, you went to that one too, because that's the one you told me about.
Mm-hmm.
But you went to that one.
Yeah, I told you, man, you got to go see Nick Turner.
You said, this is how you got me to go. You said, man, there's a song called Silver Machine, and it's a glam rock song. You'll like it. Go. So I went. So I was like, okay, glam rock.
Review.
I was like, glam rock. So I went, and it blew my mind. That was the beginning of me broadening my musical horizons for sure, thanks to you. Because he came out, from what I remember, he was in all white. His face was painted white, and he had a space helmet on. And he had this stuff.
It wasn't silver?
I think it was white, because the CD from that tour is called Past or Future. And he's in all white. It's like some kind of space jumpsuit almost, but he had this white space helmet on. And it seems like he had this gun that shot light out, and it went through his hand because he'd painted, so it looked like it did. And anyways, it was trippy. It was cool, right? So that Space Ritual 94 and that Past or Future, and his later stuff's really good too, because I saw him then, and I saw him the next time he came to Tremont, and then I went up to the Poorhouse to see him a couple.
How many times did you see Nick
in all?
3. And I'm going to tell you this. I met him once, and that was the second time at Tremont. Absolute gentleman. Absolutely great. Signed all of my Hawkwind records, talked to me, asked me questions about what I liked about them. Signed a big poster that I had from that 95 or 96 Tremont show. It was a nice guy. Very, very good.
Well, man, you know, when I saw them, do you know what year it was I saw them?
You would have saw them in 94.
Okay.
I'm thinking I saw them in 96.
And the Helios Creed band was his backup band.
Yeah.
Didn't they play a little bit first?
I
think it was Sleep.
It was Sleep. I don't know who played.
Sleep played, and that was the first time I ever heard of or seen Sleep.
Well, now, because
that's the first time I met
Matt Pike.
Now, when we saw them at Tremont, they were supposed to have 2 members. Simon House's band was supposed to open up. That was the violinist. He played with Hawkwind in the later 70s, and he also played on some of David Bowie's records. But they had Dale Detmar, one of the noise guys, and you remember he had the axe that he had made to a bling, made a crazy noise. And they had not an original Hawkwind drummer, but a drummer from the from the later 70s, Simon Powell. I think that was his name. So they had 2 drummers at the Tremont show, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah.
Man, but the point I was getting around to about when he had Helios Creed, they were doing something really weird, man. The lighting was kept kind of dim. Maybe it's like a green light going or something. But Helios and all his band members wore glasses that had little pin lights on either side of them. So you see these lights walking around on stage, because everyone, of course, wearing black. And, it was pretty cool.
Because that's what's on that poster that I have. Nick Turner has those glasses on, so that's what that was. But and who was the guy? Who's the guy that was in UK Subs? Name the 2 guys. Name the guitar player. Because he was with Nick Turner the last 2 times I saw him. I can't remember his name.
Man, I can't remember his name now.
It's not Alvin Gibbs. That was the bass player, right?
I don't remember. I just know Charlie Parker, really. But I did know the guitar player. He was with him for a long, long time.
Yeah, so he was with Nick Turner.
Anybody know who that guy is from the UK Subs?
It was with
guitar
Nick Turner.
player?
Yeah, it was with Nick Turner. The last couple of years Nick Turner was alive, but he was fantastic.
Trusty Nathan Trusty. Welcome back,
Trusty Nathan Trusty. He hadn't seen you in a while. He saw Hawkwind 93, 94 with Sleep opening for them in Minneapolis. Yeah, okay. So see, I ain't making this up.
I know. He leaves.
I ain't making it up.
We got all the stuff connected.
All right. So who's number 9?
Kingdom Come, not the Led Zeppelin tribute band from the 90s, or the late 80s, I mean. Do you remember them at all? They were terrible.
Yeah, I remember the record cover was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. Not them. Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come.
He had a band called Kingdom Come?
Yes.
Okay.
It was directly after The Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
What year would Kingdom Come have been?
They were talking like 70, 71, 72, 73. Now, there's footage of them all wearing white face paint with black around the eyes. And there's a book I have from the 70s that said, Gene, it's quote unquote, said that they wanted to take the anthems and whatever from Slade and the theatrics of Alice Cooper and Arthur Brown. So, but it's a little more experimental. Mm-hmm. Even though you can't, I mean, the Crazy World of Arthur Brown's pretty out there as well. Yeah. But they were using drum machines and stuff back then for their stuff. And there's a song called Time Captives that is, it's just a great song, but it fits right into the space rock realm. So those albums, you got Galactic Zoo, Journeys, and Self-Titled. Or Galactic Zoo Dossier is the full title. Yeah. But,
so y'all get that. Arthur Brown's
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come.
And then number 8 is Sid Floyd. That's what I call Pink Floyd with Sid Barrett.
I thought there was actually something called Sid Floyd.
No. Because everybody goes, well, you should check out that other Pink Floyd. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
What other Pink Floyd?
You know, all the stuff after Sid Barrett, which is everything after the first album. Or maybe 1 or 2 songs off Stars Full of Secrets. And I'm like, I'm good. I got Interstellar Overdrive. To me, the first space rock song ever. Now there's even space rock flirtings with, say, Transource Rex, Jimi Hendrix, some of those other British bands, but Interstellar Overdrive, that's it. That's where it started. You know, if you ask me, and that's a fantastic song. I like that first Pink Floyd album a lot. I like it a lot. And I've tried the other ones here and there. Just don't do nothing for me. That's it. Number 7. You might remember this because I had.
I'm looking at it and I'm having a hard time.
There were the Rockets. Mm-hmm. There was a Rockets in the later 70s, early 80s that was American, that had guys from like Mitch Ryder's Detroit and stuff. I think maybe even Cactus. I think Jim McCafferty was his name or something. But not them. This is the Rockets. They were painted silver. And they painted themselves silver, had silver outfits, had these guitars that were like shaped like stars, and they were from France. Now, their first 2 records are space rock. After that, though, they delved into more new wave and or disco sounds. But they do a space rock version.
Working class.
I'm working class too, but I was off today, so I can't say that.
You caught up a little bit.
Yeah, I got caught up a little bit. But, you know, different labels put their records out here and there, but in America, they were on Tom and Jerry Records. Don't know.
The cartoon?
No, that's just the name of the record label, Tom and Jerry Records.
Okay.
But
do you have those albums?
I have the second one, and it's called On the Road Again, which, yes, they do a space rock version of
Willie Nelson's On the Road Again.
No, of the Canned Heat.
Oh, Canned Heat. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson's, that wasn't out then, by then, right?
Yeah, so they did a space rock version of that. You can't go wrong with a song called Space Rock.
Yeah.
And a song called Sci-Fi Boogie, which they say in French, they go, "Si, fi, I love to boogie." It's hilarious. But it's cool. I mean, they had the whole aesthetic. I mean, they had it down. They were all painted silver. They were all bald. And all shaved their heads and painted silver and had these whacked out ace, the kind of space ace outfits. It's great. So check them out. If you can find them on YouTube, there's a video of them doing On the Road on YouTube. It's fantastic.
All right.
Then we got Monster Magnet. Some people will say, oh, they're stoner rock or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's the bulk of their stuff. But they have I think it's a 35-minute record where it's just noises and space rock. They also cover Hawkwind and cover Robert Calvert songs, but alone, this throws them into my favorites. They have a space rock song, which they on the same album. It's a Super Judge. They did Brainstorm by Hawkwind, but they have a song called Dinosaur Vacuum. It's a great title. That is just as good, if not even better, than some of Hawkwind's stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good, really good. And they've been one of those bands where they'll have the space rock albums, and they'll have the more standard rock albums, and then they'll go back and do more weird stuff. But so, number 5, and if you don't know about this band, and if you like space rock, Stooges, maybe even MC5, stuff like that, Velvet Underground, Simply Saucer. Fantastic. You've heard of them, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've
never-
never heard them. No.
There's a collection. Well, I had the CD first. Now I think there's like 2 double LPs of like odds and ends and singles and stuff like that. But Cyborgs Revisited is what I ended up getting. And I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe Phil Erwin might have been the one that told me about them on one of those trips up to Philadelphia. So I found that, and it is fantastic. They're a Canadian band that recorded these songs and never came out. Well, then in the later 70s or early 80s, they put a single out. I think it's called She's a Dog. And it's more like kind of Richard Hell television kind of sound. That's the sound that the Strokes ripped off in the early 2000s. So there's that, that's fine, but that Cyborgs Revisited is top notch. Got these long noisy jams where you hear all the noises and the audio generators and the theremins and all that stuff. But it's rocking.
Okay.
It's rocking. It's good stuff. So then we have number 4 is a more contemporary band, Far Flung.
See, I've never heard of that.
Far Flung is members of that Nick Turner band that you saw. Pressure Head.
Okay.
I can't remember what some of the other guys are in, but now they are just straight up space rock.
Okay.
It's like Nick Turner's band without Nick Turner.
I don't want to interrupt the top 10 too much, but man, what do you qualify? Like, what qualifications does it have to have before it's truly space rock?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
Does it have to be about space?
No.
Or space-esque?
No, I guess because that was a term coined, I'm reckoning, to explain Hawkwind whenever they came out, you know. I'm sure it was, well, matter of fact, it might have even been around that, because the number 2 band, we'll get into that. I don't know, because see, I sat down and I was looking at my collection, and you know, like the Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come, that's not really space rock, but there's elements of it and things about it lyrically and soundscape wise that make me say space rock, because you know, I could just as easily thought Sun Ra on here.
Well, man, I was going to comment when you got to your number 1. I was going to say, the one thing I think of anytime someone says space rock, space music, I always think of Sun Ra, because a lot of, of course, a lot of his subject matter has to do with outer space, and his whole gimmick was outer space, Saturn and all this stuff. But but that's not rock. It's jazz.
That's what I said. And I also could have thrown in something like some of the maybe Funkadelic or Parliament stuff, even as far as like, especially lyrics of Parliament, Mothership Connection. So there's things like even Bowie, there's Ziggy Stardust, obviously, but I kind of wanted to keep it focused in on space rock. Like I said, the Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come is probably the least rocking out of all of that, in my mind. So,
all right, let's get number 3.
All right, so we got a British band that came out, I believe, in the late 90s called The Heads. They would also be more strewn in with the stoner rock genre, but for my money, they're way more psychedelic and space rock than any of that other stoner rock stuff. They just kind of get lumped in with that shit. You know how that goes. Because there's a song on check out their album Relaxing With if you're interested in any of this stuff. I believe it's their first album. But there's a song on there that's like 10 or 12 minutes long, and man, it's just going and going, and all of a sudden they hit this build up, and it's like you're exploding. You know, it's fantastic. I've just got into them more and more recent in the past, I'd say 3 years. So, but I'll tell you this, nobody knows who they are, but there's a label that puts out box sets on them.
So they got
I'm
enough
talking
material.
I'm talking like 3 and 4 albums in each box set of each of their albums, because these guys apparently just, and I just bought like, I think 4 or 5 of these series that they did, where it's all rehearsal stuff. So these guys apparently just record everything and then slap it out there.
Well, see, one day that'll happen to us, because you know Malcolm.
I know Malcolm records everything. Yeah. Which is fine.
Everything.
Yeah. I used to do that, but I don't anymore.
He recorded my front door.
Have you recorded you walking yet?
Not
You
yet.
got that?
No, not yet.
Okay. Blowing your nose? Picking your nose? Well, it'll get there. You'll have a microphone like that. All right, so now we get to number 2. Now this where we might make some people mad. I don't know.
Why would it make people mad?
I'll get to that. And what was it? See, I'm having a brain fart. We were going to talk about something on. Remind me
Okay.
after about that.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so number 2, UFO. These people are going, what does he mean, UFO with Michael Schenker? And I'm like, nope. The first 2 albums, Space Rock. One of them, in one of its many versions that was released, was actually called UFO Space Rock, right? So that would have been, 71, 72, maybe? 73?
Probably.
So you've got those first 2 albums where they're not like strictly space rock, but there's those songs that are thrown in there. And then what was the song? I always call it Prince Kajugugu, but that's not the title. I think it's like Prince Kajuku, right? It's got one of the best riffs of all time. Better than any of the Michael Schenker stuff. See, I'm trying to get heat. But I like all the Michael Schenker stuff.
You won't get much heat about all that in this crowd, I don't think.
Well, I like the Michael Schenker stuff, but that those first 2 UFOs, those are top notch. And most people don't like them. Just don't like them. They say they're terrible. That guitar player, he couldn't play, blah, blah, blah. And I'm listening to him like, this guy's great. So there's that. So,
Well, just before you go to number 1, Nathan Trusty's asking, how about Nebula?
Nebula's got elements as well. So does Fu Manchu. But they just don't have enough of it.
But they just
Yeah, space rock song.
Oh,
Some.
maybe just elements.
I mean, we
would
had
say.
some space rock songs.
Well, y'all
But we
did.
were covering Space is the Place.
See, I could have thrown y'all in there just for that, because that's
We got a bunch of
pieces where it all falls apart. But our influence comes from Sun Ra and Pharaoh Sanders and
well. See, I could also throw in
John
Can.
Coltrane.
Well, Can. Did you listen to them?
Oh, yeah, I've listened to them.
Well, see, even they were on my radar when I was doing this list, and I was like, yeah, but it's not space rock, you know. But Nebula does have some stuff. I've seen those guys plenty of times. I just saw.
you talked about them a lot.
Yeah, I just saw Fu Manchu a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, they got some songs, and definitely with Fu Manchu, they have a lot of lyrical matter that's more sci-fi. So there's that, but space rock, not really. I think it's just more like good old, like, 70s, kind of like hard rock.
But I'm not surprised that you're number 1.
Well, I mean, like I told you, I could have just had them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Because their influence goes through all this.
Yeah, all of it. I mean, and like I said, I put one of the members at 10 because I was like, well, he was in the band.
And I guess it's no weird coincidence that most of these, not all, but most of them are from England.
Yeah, you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then you got 1 from France, 1 from America, 1 from Canada, or 2 from America, and 1 from Canada.
Yeah.
Now, there might be some other space rock bands out there that I'm not hip to or I haven't ran into, but I'm going to tell you.
Make sure Eddie finds out about it.
Yeah, hit me to them because I did. I did.
I knew I did.
I did. Because, you know,
I do.
Cleopatra used to be a good label. I don't know about them now because I don't keep up with it. But they're the ones that put out that Nick Turner stuff once she started coming to America. When they put out the book, I forgot who wrote it. It's called Space Days. And that's what really got me into, that's what got me to check out Can, Gong, which I ended up not really caring too much for, Chrome, bunch of, you know, later bands that they say is space. Like I said, they had Jimi Hendrix and Tyrannosaurus Rex in that book, and I'm like, I'm not seeing the space rock with those cats. Maybe, like I said, little flashes here and there. But I have that. So I almost brought it because I'm sit here and just read from it now. But number one, Hawkwind. I mean, I'm that guy. I'll buy the new double live album from the 1972. I just bought the box set that they put out and the remastered double LP of Haul in the Mountain Grill. I buy all that stuff because Hawkwind's in my top 10, top 5, whatever.
Their influence was so widespread, and I don't think it was ever like a well-known fact. John Lydon was real influenced by Hawkwind.
Big Hawkwind. I mean, the Sex Pistols covered Silver
They did on that
96 reunion. Yeah.
So there's that, and also that guy from the UK Subs. Because when I met him, I can't remember his name, but like I said, he was playing guitar for Nick Turner, and I was asking him, I was like, "So how do you go from playing that kind of stuff to this?" He goes, "Oh, that's the stuff I listened to before I joined the UK Subs." He goes, "I was listening to Can and Hawkwind and T-Rex and Bowie and what's some of the other Kraftwerk, new is it new or new NEU? I don't know. I guess that's new. I don't know either, but he was listening to all that stuff. Gong, you know. So
Man, I listened to Kraftwerk a long time ago. On one of our recent road trips, Malcolm was playing some Kraftwerk. I mean, I really like that stuff.
I need to check out the earlier stuff. I mean, I know the Autobahn, that kind of stuff. But, you know, another band that I could have thrown in there, or another guy, especially for his first 2 albums, which definitely leaned towards space rock, is Gary Newman. Especially that Two Boy Army album. It's got some very, very big sci-fi things going on. But
I think the goth folks claim him.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I know they do now, but man, those first two-way army, it's two-way army, basically.
Those records are so good.
That first one especially. I like the second one.
My favorite's Relics.
I think, is that the second one? With Down in the Park?
Down the Park.
Yeah.
Man, that song is
So good.
Yeah, that's a good album. I just listened to it a couple of weeks ago. But that first Two-Way Army, when he was playing the guitar the entire time, man, I'm like, that's some good stuff. But
Someone here just asked something I wanted to. Have you ever heard of Zolar X?
oh yeah. They're in there as well. But man, I hate to say it, but somebody made me a burned CD of that, like the first record that came out on Alternative Tentacles. You know, it's all the older stuff. And I like it, but I just never went and got it.
It didn't grab you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's good. And they were a band that I'd always heard about. They were this weird band in L.A., you know, that glam rock era and punk rock era that, you know, dressed up like aliens and had their own language, which is absolutely great. I applaud that. But it was like one of those things where I liked the sound of it, I liked the look of it, and some of the songs I thought were really, really good, but it never stuck with me. And then I think, I don't know how many years later, I did pick up their actual new album, and then it was just kind of like, it was okay. It didn't grab me, but Hawkwind, Space Ritual. Now see, that's how Hawkwind happened with me, is back when Collector's Choice was open in Kannapolis, which is gone now. It's been gone for 3 years. You could walk in there. When I was in high school, I could walk in there for $5 a piece. I could get Tyrannosaurus Rex, Beard of Stars, Hawkwind, Space Ritual, a Zappa 200 Motels album with the poster in it. Great stuff, right? So I was like, oh man, there's Space Ritual. Pick it up, take it home. This is after high school, obviously, though, but still. and it blew me away. Just as much as seeing Nick Turner live did. And then that's what started it. Space Ritual. That's it. That's the top. That's the toppermost of the poppermost.
Is it okay if I keep this list? Because I'm going to make a graphic like I used to make in my top 10.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. And you can frame that. Hang it up in your house.
I will. So you wanted to say something else about Farrell?
Well, we got a pimp the show coming up at the Milestone.
Okay, yeah. You go ahead and tell your shows, and then I'm gonna advertise mine, and we'll wrap it up.
All right. Well, not this Friday. Next Friday, October 24th. We're gonna be at the Milestone. It's gonna be the old 77 Lies, then us, and No Anger Control. Should be a great show. It's gonna be a real special show for me. For a reason I'm not going to tell you. Because if you know, then you know. And if you don't know, then you don't need to know. Or maybe you just don't give a damn. Either way, it's fine with me. But there's another reason why this show's going to be a really, really meaningful, soul-stirring show for myself. If I even have one of those things left anymore. Original guitar player Mike Jenkins is going to be hopping up on stage to do 2 songs with us. He's doing a lot better now, in case anybody's wondering or cares. And he's been practicing with us. So maybe that bodes well for both of us, and maybe it goes that way. We don't know. We'll see. But he will be there next Friday, the 24th. At the Milestone.
Oh man, that's really good news. I'm really glad to hear that.
I'm happy, and you know who's real happy? Well, me and Jimmy are happy. His brother is. I have not seen his brother this happy in a long time.
I don't think I've ever seen Scott happy at all.
But he's always happy.
Okay.
But now he's really happy, and he kind of because I noticed that Saturday we got together today in practice, but I was like, hey, Scott is more upbeat. And he is nailing these songs. He's more communicative, with us. Whereas sometimes he's not. And it's his brother being out there.
Well, man, look, there's a link with some brothers that really rely on each other. The young brothers had it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you got one, you kind of got half of what the young brothers had to offer.
Yeah, for sure. And not only that, man, there is something... Now, Jimmy has been with us for, golly, I don't know, about 8 years now, it seems like. I think it might be 8 years. He's been with us for a long time. But see, me, Mike, and Scott started this band.
Mm-hmm.
That was the nucleus.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And the first time y'all were a 3-piece, it was you 3.
Yeah, it was us 3. Yeah, Because we lost a bass player. Well, numerous bass players. Lost about 3 or 4. Yeah, actually 4, yeah. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Well, man, I think that's going to be a great thing. Do you got another show?
No, that's it for the year so far. Taking a little break. Not really. We've done a lot this year. A lot of things have happened. Personal things. Yeah, I know most people say that, but it's actually true when I say it. And I'm believing we're just going to go ahead and ride out the winter storm, as a metal band would say, and start recording this next album.
Well, man, y'all, Long Haired Weirdo Records, which is me, put out their best of so far. And that was just to let people know. I mean, like, they got such a catalog now after kind of practically being quiet.
We were sporadic.
For years.
Yeah.
And now they're going in full steam. And so, man, I'll tell you what, you get your... You get Farrell and a copy of their best of from me tonight or this week. And I'll make sure you get some good extra stuff to go with it to really sweeten that deal.
And and also if you prefer vinyl or want the record as well.
And if you want it on vinyl, you go to Eddie's Big Cartel Store.
Go to the Facebook and you'll see all the links in the bio or Instagram, all that shit. Y'all know how to do that stuff. I ain't got to tell you that crap. But
well,
so yeah.
Let me tell them what I got going on.
Tell them.
This coming Saturday at 12 noon, we will be in Huntersville, North Carolina. When I say we, I mean Clayton and Wensil band. And of course, I was too busy getting all my stuff prepared for Eddie's appearance that I didn't write down my stuff. But if you look on my page, on my Facebook page, or the Clayton and Wensil page, the address, the building, we're actually our singer, one of our singers, Brooke, it's her church, and we'll be there at 12 noon. So if you're in the area looking for something to do, I would love to see you there.
You
Next,
do you do that with a full band? You got a drummer, all that
man,
stuff,
man,
bass player,
listen.
guitar player.
I'll tell you about the thing about Clayton and Wensil. Every time we play, it's different.
Okay.
And
Like a revolving door. Somebody could be there, it's fine. Somebody could not be there, it's fine.
I mean, some days it may just be me and Steve.
Have you done it that way before?
We practice that way.
Okay.
So
That's where you find out who's who.
that's where you find out who's who. But
Because trust me, the first time I played lead guitar on stage, that's where I was like, all right, yeah, you got all these pedals to cover up all this shit. It ain't going to work because it's just you now. You better play. Better get your shit together.
But next weekend, the following weekend, on October 25th, we will be in Morganton, North Carolina. And speaking of space rock, we'll be playing the Brown Mountain Lights Festival.
I'm contemplating coming out to that. I
Well, guess what? We're coming on early. We'll be on at 7
7
o'clock.
Was it like a whole festival, like where vendors and all that kind of shit?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know much about the details.
Just showing up. Just show up.
Show
me where it's at. I'll be there.
Who's paying me?
Yeah. Just show up and say, "Where's my money?" And they give you the money. Like, all right, guys.
That's what James Brown would have done.
Yeah,
Where's my money at?
Give me that money.
But and then the following Saturday, which will be November 1st. Can you believe we're all the way in November?
Years flew by for me.
November 1st. And I told you about playing with just me and Steve.
Yeah.
It'll be me and Steve playing with the praise band at the Encounter Charlotte Church. And that starts at 6 p.m. It's completely free. And if you're like a weirdo dressed like Eddie, wearing a coonskin cap and stuff like that, don't worry about it. Come on. They don't bat eyes at people. Man, they welcomed me with open arms. That was two and a half years ago, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be a good one. It's their fall festival. So I'd like to see y'all at all three of these shows, and I want y'all to go see Eddie too. That is going to be a historic thing for Self-Made Monsters and anybody that follows them.
Because Mike, he might stick around, he might not. We don't know. We're just kind of playing it by ear right now. But
That's the best way to do it.
But if you want to hear the old Mikey blast out some great leads, some tasty leads, come out.
Well, Eddie, as always, it's great to have you.
Good being here. Great.
I love you, brother.
I love you too. Even though I have to drive to Charlotte. God almighty.
But yeah, hey y'all, I'm sorry I wasn't paying too much attention to the comments tonight. I was really busy listening to Eddie's top 10. I was really interested in that, and because I had no idea what he was going to put, and I just kind of sprung that on him the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. I know it's kind of hard keeping the audience not being as constant as I've been, but life gets way too hectic, way too busy, and I try to get on here, and it was going to be once a month, but I'm trying to do it bi-weekly, and I may drop that ball occasionally, but you know what? Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for listening to it later. Thank you, Clinton, for putting it on the YouTube page. I love you. God loves you. Eddie loves you. We'll see you next time right here on Break On Through.